Do you know what it means to bless the next generation, even when your hands are shaking? Jacob did, old now, eyes dim, body frail, breath shallow, but his spirit sharp, awake, tuned to something eternal. And when Joseph brings his two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, to see him, Jacob sits up in bed. Why? Because legacy demands attention. Because there comes a moment when what you've carried in secret must be passed on in public. A moment when what God did in you becomes what he wants to do through you. And someone younger is watching to see if the torch will fall or be handed. Jacob doesn't just speak a blessing, he does something deeper. He adopts them. He says, "They are mine now." Not in a metaphorical way. Legally, covenantally, spiritually, Jacob pulls these grandsons into the story, into the lineage of promise, into the inheritance of Israel. These weren't just two kids visiting their grandfather. They were being pulled into something bigger than themselves. And before we go further, if this is touching something in your soul, if you know what it feels like to long for belonging, or if you feel called to call others in, don't just scroll on. Drop a comment, like the video. It's not about metrics. It's about multiplying mercy. Someone else needs to know they can be part of this story too. Now back to the scene. Joseph carefully positions the boys for blessing. Manasseh, the firstborn, goes to Jacob's right hand. Ephraim, the younger, to his left. It's traditional, proper, expected, but Jacob, led by the Spirit, crosses his hands. The greater blessing goes to the younger son. Joseph is confused. He tries to correct him. "Not this way, Father." But Jacob looks up and says, "I know, my son, I know." What a line. This isn't the shaky guess of an old man. This is the settled conviction of a patriarch who has walked with God through failure and famine, through dreams and deception, through grief and grace. He knows something Joseph doesn't yet understand. God doesn't always bless by birthright, he blesses by purpose. Jacob remembers what it was like to be the younger brother, to be passed over by man, but chosen by God, and now he sees it again. The younger, lifted, the unexpected chosen. And here's what makes this even more stunning. These boys weren't raised in Canaan. They were born in Egypt. They had Egyptian names, Egyptian customs, Egyptian surroundings. Everything about them looked foreign to the covenant. But Jacob saw something deeper. He saw covenant over culture. He saw purpose over pedigree. He didn't bless what was expected. He blessed what God was doing, even if it came in unfamiliar packaging. And then Jacob anchors the whole moment with this line: "God Almighty appeared to me and blessed me." He's not reaching for sentiment. He's standing on encounter. He's not blessing out of emotion. He's blessing out of revelation. He's not clinging to the past. He's planting flags in future soil. His eyes were failing, but his faith saw far. So the question is this: whose head are you reaching to lay hands on? Who are you calling into the kingdom, even if they were born in Egypt? Who around you needs to hear, "You are mine now. You belong to the story God is writing"? Because faithfulness isn't just what you live. It's what you leave. It's what you speak over the next generation while your hands are trembling and your body is tired, but your spirit is on fire. So bless them. Bless the kids who don't look like they fit. Bless the young ones in your church who come with Egyptian names but carry kingdom potential. Bless your own children and the ones God brings to you by adoption, mentorship, or friendship. Bless them boldly, because this is what legacy looks like. Faith crossing its hands, honoring heaven's order, not man's. And if your hands are shaking, good. That just means you've carried something worth passing on.